Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening as the case may be. I'm doing a requested video. It's about shoulder stability and rehabilitation. So it's going to guard you against any shoulder injury. And I would recommend to anybody who is doing any form of training to use the exercises that I'm going to show you and the equipment. As you can see, I'm sitting on my back side. I'm not doing much, am I? But this is your first piece of equipment. Okay, something like this, a small stool. Okay, that's your first piece of equipment. Okay. Your next piece of equipment is a really nice little light set of dumbbells. Okay? 1 kilo maximum for this kind of work that we're going to do. Stability of the shoulder girdle. Okay? Exercise equipment number 3. Basically, a stretchy band, a resistance band, whatever you want to call them. Get yourself a set. They will really help. A set of press-up bars like these ones, or you can get, and I hope I pronounce this right, parallettes are good as well. Exercise piece of equipment 1, 2, 3, 4. This must be number 5. Okay, a telescopic chin-up bar, and there's a reason for that, as you'll see in a moment. Okay, what we're going to do, first of all, we're going to do our warm-up exercises. And all we do is take a seat, because then I can show you from a seated position, okay? And then I don't have to keep pausing the video and messing about, okay? You can do these particular exercises with the rubber band, standing and lying down. I'm just going to cover the standing versions today. So imagine that I'm standing up, and all you're going to do is take your rubber band, and let me get a little bit closer because I've not got enough room behind me. And the movement is basically, you need to get the tension on the band. So there you go, you like that, tension on the band, and then you're going to go up and over. Okay, notice how the arms are straight, okay, all the time. And this is going to give you a stretch on the chest area, but it's also going to work the back as well. So now we come from back to front, keeping the arms straight, and you're really going to feel this on your shoulders. Bring it in close. What I do, I'll actually do it kneeling. That will actually be a better way to do it, okay? Because then you can imagine I'm standing up. I'll just cut my legs off. Right, so tension on the band and up and over we go. Okay? Let me adjust a minute. I need to do it. There we go, we've adjusted. Because I was hitting the dip bars there. Let's start again. So imagine I'm standing up, okay, the band is close to me, and all I'm going to do, there's no tension in that band, so that's no good to me. Create the tension by going to the side. Now we're going to go up and over. Keep the arms straight throughout. Touch touch your bum with a band, keep the tension in the band, and you'll feel the tension in your triceps now, your chest, your shoulders. And then you're going to come back over. So now we're coming back and over. Whereas when we go, we're going front to back, back to front. And that's called the up and over. Okay? What we're doing is we're working the shoulder joint in its full range of motion, going backwards and coming forwards. Okay? So that's number one exercise. Straightforward, let's go through it again. We create the tension, up we go, and back over we come. You can do that for 20 reps if you want. Okay? Now what we can do is the second exercise. These are your warm-up exercises. Okay? And what I'll do, just before I go on to number 2, I'll show you how you end up. So you're here, okay? Create a tension in the band. So you go up, forward, and back. And now you come from back to the front. Okay, keeping the tension on the band all the time, and you will feel your shoulders working. Trust me on this one. Okay, exercise number 2 is what we're going to do is we're going to do a lateral raise with the resistance band. Remember, you've got to keep the tension at the bottom as well as at the top. So don't let the band go slack at the top. Okay? So what we're going to do, tension on the band, and we're going to go a lateral raise and continue up to the top. Let the band pull you in, but don't let the resistance go. And now we're going to do a lateral pull down. And that's to the front. Okay? And what we can also do is a lateral pull down to the rear. So we go down, and we're going to go with this one. I would say get gloves on your hands, okay? Because the friction, it'll burn you, okay? The rubber will burn you, okay? So lateral raise from the rear, and a pull down to the front. A lateral raise from the front to a rear pull down. Okay? So you're really working the shoulder joint. Okay? I'll show you that from the side. So we're going sideways, sideways. Remember, we're going sideways, not forward this time. So, to the side, up to the top position, down to the back position. Up from the side, down to the front position. So, that's lateral movements with the band, and forward movement with the band in. I'll try and, because I ain't got any exercise names for these. So what I'm going to call it is an up and over for the first one, where we go forward and come over. And then the other one, I'm going to call it a raise and pull down with the band. Okay? So, that's exercises you need to do to keep your shoulders mobile, and you're strengthening them at the same time. Okay, let's move on to our little dumbbells and see how we can do with that. Now, they're small. They're going to give you resistance in a different way. Okay, so what we're going to try to do here is do the same movement because we want to keep the shoulders healthy. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to come up the middle, go over the head and go back. Now we can't, the band is not pulling us together, but we're getting resistance here. And we go behind. And then we come to the front and come down. Okay? So our hands are at our side, our palms are facing our thighs, and then all we're going to do is come up the middle, and when we're coming up to this position with our hands above, make sure our palms are facing away. And then our palms are behind our legs. Okay? Then we're going to go to the side again and come down the front. Okay? So that's an up and over with dumbbells. Okay? I'll show you that from the side. So we're here, and all we're going to do is we're going to go forward, upwards all the way. Remember to turn your hands at the top and come down and go behind. So now it's from behind, and you notice my palms are facing my thighs again. So basically when we go high, we are going to basically go into a clap hand position. So we're going to go to the side, up, clap the hands, come down with your hands together. The reason being, and you can test this out for yourself, when we come to the middle, our chest is really getting some tension, and it's the upper chest, and the upper chest is part of stabilising the shoulder joint. Okay? What we're going to do now is, instead of going forward, so what we will call that is a forward, okay, sideward raise. Okay? A forward sideward raise. Okay? Now what we're going to do is, I showed you it from this side, didn't I? Now what we're going to do is create that big circle again. Okay? And we're going to go side raise. Pure side raise. And we're going to start at the front. Okay? And our thumbs are going to be pointing forward. When we get into the raised position, again, we want to clap our hands. So as what happens, our thumbs are pointing backwards. Okay? And remember what we did. And we go behind. Okay? And our thumbs are still pointing forward. Okay? And then we go there. So now our thumbs are pointing up. And when we get to the top position, they should be pointing down. Okay? And then we come to the front again. So it's to the rear, to the front. And you notice we're going to the rear to the front to the rear. Or forward raise to basically backward raise. Okay? Right. Okay. That's the exercise band exercises I want you to use. They're the dumbbell exercises I want you to use. Now, how are we going to use these? what I need to explain is this. If we do a shrug movement and we've got, I'm going to use this as the bar. And like I said, I don't need to show me strength off, I need to show me knowledge off to you guys. Okay, we've got our weight on our bar. Okay, so we shrug like so. Okay, and what that does is this, and I'm going to exaggerate it. Slowly in your shoulder girdle, what is happening, you're pulling yourself out of position. And slowly what's going to happen is you're going to go like this. Because you need to balance whatever you're doing in the shoulder girdle. So what I'm going to do, it's a combination this time. Okay, we need to get ourselves set up so as you can see what I'm doing. And we're going to do what is called an L sit. Okay, you can load this with weight, but I just want to show you the exercise first, and then you can ask me questions later. What I want to do is readjust the camera, not by much, but just a little bit. So basically, our press up bars go to the side of us. Or our parallettes go to the side of us. We sit on the floor and our feet go on the stool. I'm going to do it that way round because then my feet are fit on there. Okay, from this position, all I want to do is get into the correct position. And the correct position, watch me, straighten your arms and let yourself down. Okay, now we're in the top position of a barbell shrug really, but there's no resistance there and there's no tension on the muscle. It's being stretched out. So what we want to do is contract and come up. So we're doing really basically a reverse shrug now. So when we do a pull exercise, we're doing a push exercise as well. Okay? If this one's not clear to you, give me some questions and I'll tell you what you're doing. Because the load will be on your traps at the top of the movement when you're depressing your shoulders down. Whereas you're taking the barbell, for instance, or the dumbbells and shrugging them into position, that's when you get the pressure on. Okay? In the contracted position. This one, you're working in the stretched position to go into the contracted position, what will help stabilise your shoulders by, this is elevation and that's depressing the shoulders. Okay? So that's where that comes from. The press up bars or the parallettes can help you develop in another way as well. I'll cover that in another video. Okay? Also, that's your first, it's called a serratus shrug. Okay, that's the name of that exercise. Okay? And don't be scared of the press ups. Ladies, please, you can use these as well. So if you're thinking about staying at home, which everybody is, get a set of these, they're really good. And the chin bar next. we're going to take up exactly the same position, but what I want to do first is get it in position. So I'm going to sit on my stool and get it in position. It needs to be at arm's length. Okay? So the best style of chin-up bar is the one that you can move up and down. Okay? All you got to be when you're using one of these is to make sure when you put it up, it can hold your body weight. If you don't do that, then I'm not going to be responsible for the chin bar coming down on you. So, we've got the chin bar at this height, okay? And what we're going to do is get into position, and we're going to go 1 and 2, okay? And remember what I said, when you do a push, you got to do a pull to stabilise the shoulder, okay? And what we're looking to do here is set the shoulder girdle up, and this is going to work the traps, but the lower traps, okay? And this is going to stabilise your shoulder. Trust me on this. Once you start doing these exercises, you will think, hold on, these are so easy, why ain't they been taught to you before? Because the fitness industry likes to say we're the best. But trust me, I know what I'm talking about. So, all we're saying is home gym training is better than gyms. Okay? Right. So now we get at arm's length, and if we want to, we can just move that box into position, support our weight on it so we're in an L-shaped position. And look, I'm here, okay, that's in the contracted position, okay, and now I let myself go down, okay, so I'm letting myself hang. I'm in a stretched position. Now I contract and bring myself up. Okay? So basically, what is this exercise doing? It's basically a straight armed pull up. Okay? And you're just going shrugging up and down. But it's actually called a scapular retraction. And if you've got a weakness, you're going to find it. Okay, there are many more exercises to do with this basic equipment that I showed you. A stool, a telescopic chin bar, a set of press-up bars, a resistance band, and a 1 kilo set of dumbbells. Okay? What you can also do is, you know, you want to go out jogging and stuff like that. Well, jogging to me is too hard on your body. But power walking outside is wicked. So, when we get out there, that is. So you could use a set of ankle weights on your legs, a set of wrist weights on your wrist, and a weighted vest and you need about 20% of your body weight for power walking outside. It's much better than running. Okay? Running is too hard on your joints, and you will get shin splints from running on a hard surface. If you're walking at speed, it is like a march. When you're using power walking, your arms are going like so. Okay? And you've got your wrist weights here, or you could even have just a set of ankle weights and take your dumbbells with you. Okay? But you want that arm straight. It's like you're marching almost. And what will happen is if your right hand goes forward, your left foot will go forward, okay? And you will be balancing your middle section in that way. Boom, 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 okay? And that's when you'll get a really nice, easy CV workout if you want to go out for a nice walk and you've got somewhere nice to walk. If you've got hills to walk, whoa, that's going to really do some business. Alright, this video has been asked for by 2 people mainly, and because they are part of my channel, I do personal programs for people. Okay, so Mike, take note of the equipment, and Tom, take note of the equipment. If you've got any questions on the exercises, don't be scared to put them down, okay, because that'll give me more ideas, because I've got untold in the head, but I'm not just going to keep rapping them off. I need to be taking care of you guys, so I need you to ask me the questions. Les, this is wrong with my training. Why have I got this? Why have I got that? So this is the beginning of the $6 Million Man series. I can rebuild you, brother. So just ask the questions. If you like the content, give it a thumbs up. If you think the channel's worth subscribing to, please do. But it's up to you. All my advice is free of charge. Nothing. I don't want nothing. All for you guys. I've been in the industry a long time. I want to put something back. I want to give it to you guys, because now I look at these private gyms and the way they go, they're taking the piss out of you guys. Yeah? Old school, big it up, brother. We need it to come back. Okay? We need to know how to keep our bodies fit. We don't need all these gyms that are opening now, especially in England. I don't know about anywhere else. There are no bloody gym instructors in the gyms. How can you ask people if you're doing things right or wrong? And they're killing the good gyms. The good independent gyms, like weightlifting gyms, powerlifting gyms, bodybuilding gyms. They're killing them over here, man. So this channel is dedicated to you boys who want proper, solid advice. Sorry for my little rant there. Okay guys, enough said. I'm out the door now. Take care and God bless.